Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Colby from Sanitarium Productions. We're back again with another G.I. Joe action figure review. In this episode, we're taking a look at the GIJoeClub.com exclusive figure subscription service, Wave 8, Figure 6. This is Lieutenant Claymore. So I will be perfectly honest with you, I am not really sure who this guy is supposed to be. In my mind, Lieutenant Claymore was actually the character that came in the Mission Brazil pack. So I'm not really sure who this guy is. He's obviously a Cobra soldier. So, yeah, a troop commander, shock troop commander. So, I don't know, if any of y'all have a better idea of the character, please leave a comment down below, because I am really a little bit confused here. Didn't expect Claymore to be a Cobra soldier, is about what it extends to. Pushing that to the side, let's go ahead and take a look at this figure here. It does come on a nice traditional figure back, card back thing here. Some nice character artwork. You see the nice figure here on the side. We'll flip it over to the back. You have the actual Wave 8 Figure 6, the expanded artwork, and then we also have the file card here, which we'll try and get here for you. You can pause it right there if you want to read that a little bit. Hopefully you can see that pretty well. But a still pretty cool looking figure here. Let's go ahead and open this guy up. Again, I don't really know who this guy is. He might have been in the comic somewhere, maybe one of the IDW generations of the comic. I just don't really have any idea whatsoever, so I'll leave it up to the community out there to fill me in on the actual backstory of this guy. It's not going to really bother me one bit either way, so if we can get this guy out of the plastic, toss this to the side and see what we've got here. So we do have the traditional figure stand that comes with it. We also have some weapons here, and they are taped on there, so I'm going to take my X-Acto knife here and just slice that tape open. We have a pretty cool looking assault rifle with a cool bayonet that actually has some nice color highlights on the actual handle of the bayonet, so that's cool. We obviously have the figure itself, which looks really nice. We'll get into it a little bit closer here in a moment. And we have this cool rocket launcher thing. So very nice. Again, not a lot of accessories with this guy, but we'll see what we got here. Let's go ahead and zoom in a bit and take a closer look at the figure here. I can adjust this a little bit. It looks pretty good. Keep the little bouncy thing from bouncing too bad. So, starting off with, we do have the nice traditional 25th anniversary Cobra figure stand here. The nice raised Cobra logo here on the top. 2 foot pegs. The code name there on the front. And traditional 2007 copyright on the back side, so pretty straightforward there. Let's look at the assault rifle first. We do have some very nice detail work going on here. Again, some really nice stuff going on here, and the bayonet here on the end has that extra added color pop there for the blue handle. Very cool. All in all, very nice looking weapon. So yeah, nice. We also have this cool rocket launcher, which again is nicely color-coded here to match up with his outfit here. Just a little bit of detail work on it. It is a 2-piece thing. It does pop apart like that, and you can put it back together like so. So all in all, pretty nice, standard kind of rocket launcher thing there. It does have an open end on one side there, and you can actually take these rockets off his backpack and pop them in like so, and kind of pretend to launch the rockets. So that's pretty nice. While we are at it, let's go ahead and take a look at the actual backpack itself. We'll pull that off his back. Just pops out like a traditional backpack does. We've seen this pack before, so it's nothing really new, but it does have some nice detail work on it. It does have 4 removable rockets on there. A little bit of detail work on those things also. And they do fit in there pretty well, pretty easily. These things aren't too bad to kind of fall out, so that's a bonus. Most of the time these are a little bit loose, but this one seems to be really nice. So there is the rocket pack. Then we actually have a couple of accessories on the figure itself. So let's start on this side here. We do have a nice holster for this cool pistol. Kind of a traditional pistol here. Nice detail work on it. Very cool looking. And again, I do love the fact that you've got a holster here that this thing fits in. Fits in there nice and secure. You're not going to lose it anytime soon. And then we also have this cool knife on his other side, which is a little bit different than some of the ones we've seen in the past. Whoops, dropped it. Some nice detail work on it. It's nice and thick. So very cool. And again, it does have the cool holster on the side there. So you can just slide that back in place and we're good to go there. That's about all the accessories we get here. He does have a removable helmet here, which is kind of a straightforward, mostly straightforward Cobra helmet here. Some interesting work going on there. Don't really know what that logo is, but it looks pretty cool. Got like a little skull in the center of it there, so that's nice. Pop that back on there. And I think my battery is flashing, so we're going to pause it for just a moment to swap the batteries out, and then we'll come back and look at the articulation. And we're back, ready to pick up right where we left off. So we had just looked at the helmet here, which is very cool looking. Let's just set this to the side here. Let's take a look at some of the detail work here in the figure itself. Pretty nice looking head sculpt. I think it is slightly a little bit too big for the body, but it's not really that bad. It ends up looking pretty good. Again, they've got some nice detail work going on there. Bandoliers here have some really awesome stuff going on. Some cool grenades there, some really cool pouches, nice buckles. More pouches, buckles, pouches. Backside looks pretty cool. He's got some of that armor going on there. Side arms have some nice armor pieces there. Cool gloves, some nice detail work in those. Very nice stuff going on the side there. Cool little detail things, little highlights here, there, and abouts. Really awesome boots going on. Some little pads and some cool little, I guess they're armor plates as well. But all in all, very nice looking. Some really nice detail here. The color scheme works pretty well also. You've got that same patch there going on, which is, looks like a Cobra logo with a skull in the center of it and a lightning bolt or something going on there. I'm not really sure what that is, but that's pretty cool though, whatever. Articulation wise, let's see here. The head does spin 360 degrees. Plenty of up and down motion. Also get some good side tilt going on there, so very nice. Standard ball and swivel at the shoulder joints. Standard ball and swivel at the elbow joints. We do have a swivel and a back and forth rocker there on the wrist, so very cool. We have the standard chest twist going on there. Plenty of ab crunch motion there. Very nice. Standard T-hooks at the waist joints. Full front motion, full back motion there. We do get double knee joints, and we get the standard swivel and rocker at the ankle joint. So all in all, very nice looking. So yes, this is actually a pretty cool figure. I really do like this. It's great as a kind of Cobra Trooper here. So yeah, I'm really actually pretty impressed with this thing. Toss his helmet back on there. Yeah, my only nitpick is that the head is just slightly too big for the body, but it's not really that big of a deal. But it is just slightly off a little bit, I think. We'll go ahead and armor this guy back up here. It'll point out that the actual backpack does sit a little off center there, which I'm not really sure why it does that, or why they chose to do it that way, but they did, so it's cool though. Grab his rocket launcher here. The handle's a little thicker than usual here, but slap that on his shoulder, and then in his other arm we'll go ahead and then grab his machine gun thing here. Very nice. So yes, here he is, all armed up, ready to battle G.I. Joe. So yeah, it's a decent figure. It doesn't really quite pop a whole lot for me, but it is a nice figure. It's kind of just a standard figure, though, in my opinion, but I am digging it. Just not at the top of my favorites list to this set so far, but still, pretty nice little base figure here. Definitely worth picking up if you don't have it already. I don't know if I go all that far out of my way for it, but yeah, if you can get it for a good price, I would recommend it, because it is a nice figure, and it does add to your Cobra ranks. So, yeah, pretty cool. That's all the time we've got for today, so thanks for watching. Drop some comments down below. Let me know what you think of this figure, Lieutenant Claymore. Again, if you know a little bit about the backstory of this particular figure, please fill me in, because, again, in my world, Lieutenant Claymore, or just Claymore in general, was, he was basically a repaint of Footloose, but he came in the Mission Brazil special pack. So yeah, that's the only one I'm actually familiar with, so I don't know where this guy came from, especially with him being a Cobra Trooper. So I don't know. Anyways, put some comments down below. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Be on the lookout for more awesome videos coming down the pipeline. And until next time, Yo Joe.